Today we're going to be running around. We're going to knock out multiple neighborhoods here, all within one greater area that I like to refer to as Boca Raton Hills. Behind me, you'll notice the name Cedar Ridge. We're also going to be in Sunset Ridge, Vista Hills, and University Hills. Let's go get it done. The neighborhood of Boca Raton Hills is another one of those great neighborhoods that's relatively unknown that offers great value in an amazing location here in East Boca Raton. The neighborhood is located just east of 95, just west of Northwest 2nd Ave, and south of Spanish River Boulevard. It's walkable to a handful of small retail plazas that have stuff like CVS and Panera in it, and it's less than 2 miles from the beach. It's also very close to some great lunch spots, such as the Cuban Cafe, The Best Sandwich Shop, which I love, Talia's Tuscan Table, which is also great. And if you want to grab a beer, you can go to Mastropieri Brewers. It's a cool, unique spot in the area that's pretty popular. Additionally, there's a handful of great breakfast spots that are close by, but one specifically is very close, and it's common for people from the different neighborhoods in this area to go to. It's called The Griddle. Another great geographic feature of this neighborhood is that it's less than a mile to Publix, which makes it super efficient to do your grocery shopping anytime you want. And it's less than 5 minutes to Meisner Park and 15 minutes or less to downtown Atlantic Ave in Delray Beach. The neighborhood is also right next to Florida Atlantic University and Palm Beach State College. It's super easy to access both of those via walking or biking. You can go straight down Spanish River Boulevard and get into the universities, or you can take the side entrance, which a lot of students do. There's a little bridge that crosses over the El Rio Canal and gets you right into both Palm Beach State College and Florida Atlantic University. And on top of that, Lynn University is a straight shot right down Spanish River Boulevard, less than 3 miles away. It's also super easy to access 95 because it's right off Spanish River Boulevard, and you can just jump on Spanish River Boulevard, and within 2 minutes, you're on 95 north or south very efficiently. And because you're so close to 95, it makes it really easy to get to the airport, whether you're going to West Palm Beach or Fort Lauderdale. Both are about 30 minutes or so away. The neighborhoods in the Boca Raton Hills area are located in an A-rated school district. The elementary school is J.C. Mitchell. The middle school is Boca Raton Community Middle, and the high school is Boca Raton Community High. There's about 360 single-family homes in this neighborhood, and they were built between 1951 and 1988, and there's a couple outliers that were built in the early 2000s. The typical size of a home in this neighborhood will range between 1,000 and I've seen as high as 3,300 square feet, but most homes will be around the 2,000 square foot area. You can expect 2 to 5 bedrooms in any of these homes in this neighborhood, with the average about 3 bedrooms. On average, you'll see between 2 and 3 bathrooms in each home here. The lot sizes will range pretty broadly here between 8,500 and about 17,500. So you can get lots in this neighborhood that are relatively big for Boca. And you can expect a range of construction types. Different builders built homes at different times in this neighborhood. So you can see that there might be some wood frame construction in this neighborhood, as well as mostly concrete block. Homes might have carports, they might have garages, and typically they're single-story ranch-style homes. Another big reason why a lot of people love this neighborhood is because there's no HOA. One thing that's very unique about this neighborhood is that on the south end, where we're standing right now, there are properties that are zoned differently. They're not all zoned residential specifically. And as you can tell behind me, there's a church, and then there's some other properties that are zoned as daycares and other things. So there are some small businesses scattered through the south end of this neighborhood, which is very rare for a community here in Boca Raton. The neighborhoods of Boca Raton Hills are definitely on my list as some of the top neighborhoods to invest in here in Boca Raton, because I think there's a lot of upside in the long term. One reason why I think this neighborhood has great potential for price growth and appreciation long term, like 5, 10, 15 years down the road, is because I think there's some redevelopment opportunity here. Not like large redevelopment, like massive projects, but small redevelopment, like one-off custom home builds. We're seeing that in other neighborhoods, and I think eventually that progress hits this neighborhood long term. Another reason why I think this neighborhood has great long-term potential is because it is extremely close to Florida Atlantic University, as I mentioned earlier, Palm Beach State College, Lynn University, and the Boca Raton Regional Hospital. You will never have a shortage of demand for tenants or prospects to potentially buy this property long-term, in my opinion. And finally, the last big reason why I think this neighborhood is going to appreciate in value long-term is because of the big development projects that have been proposed and discussed long-term in this area. I think it's going to change the way this neighborhood looks. Just to give you a quick little taste of what is expected right across the street from this neighborhood, Penn, Florida is planning to build 829 residential units, including lofts, apartments, and assisted living facilities, a 183-key hotel, 70,000 square feet of office space, 130,000 square feet of retail on the ground floor of all those residential units, and an extensive network of jogging, biking, and walking trails. And directly to the south of this neighborhood, talks are currently going on regarding the vacant property that's been that way for some time to develop it to a rental community with 100 to 120 townhomes. And the rental prices they're discussing are just bananas. I'm hearing numbers around $9,000 per month. Properties have recently sold in this neighborhood between $515,000 and $693,000. And we have active listings in the neighborhood as high as $950,000. So we'll see if they can break a record. And again, while we're running around the neighborhood here, we'll pop into some of these active listings that are on the market so I can show you a little bit about what to expect from homes in this neighborhood. This one's a great one behind me. We did the renovation on this property, so let's go check it out. This is 3798 Northwest 2nd Court. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath house with a 2-car garage. It's about 1,700 square feet under air on an 8,500 square foot lot. It has a pool. It's been recently renovated very nicely, as you could tell, and it's concrete block construction built in 1972. And that's all I got for you. Thanks for taking another neighborhood tour with me. I hope you found a ton of value here. If you did, give me a like. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'm Larry Mastropieri, broker owner of the Mastropieri Group, based right here in Boca Raton, Florida. And we get calls from people like yourself all the time thinking about making the smooth move down here to South Florida. Don't hesitate to reach out, and I'll catch you on the next video.